No, stay here.
Sure.
Hi guys. Now Charlie will be joining me soon, but she is having problems, and there's no one here anyway, so it's okay. Well, if you'll be watching this afterwards, Charlie will be joining me soon, but we're having some technical issues on that, so I will be waiting for Charlie. I'm just going to see. Did I miss it? No, you did not miss it, Myra. I'm waiting for Charlie to go live, and I believe that's her. Hey, Charlie.
Live yet, are we?
Charlie.
Don't go live yet. Give me a second.
Oh, I'm already live. I accidentally pressed live, but we only not very many people are watching. Mia can go now. There you go. Yeah, bye. Sorry, we just had Mia in the background because she wanted to see her auntie Charlie.
Hey, Mimi.
But she's going to be watching this. We're having a bit of fun. Hi, Alice. Hi, Myra.
I can't see everybody. We just have to go together. So.
Don't worry, you've got a bit of time, Charlie. We had a bit of technical issues. There we both are. Yes, we both are. Two sisters together.
There you go. Sorry. There you go. Oh, there you go. I can see it. That's it now. Oh, I'm dead.
You're knackered now.
I thought you'd give me a hot second before you press live.
I was like looking at my phone going, how long is you don't want to be late going live? I was wondering when it's all going to happen. But this is us. This is us. I'm going to remember to publish all the comments. Oh, Mia, by the way, the Nobel novels in the comments is Mia. She's watching.
What's the pro? So I go in the comments. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we are. I've seen it now. I can see everybody.
Yep. I don't know how to share comment. I'm trying to remember how to share comments. There you go. I just need to click on it. Hi, Mum. Oh, one of Mia's friends is saying hi as well. There's a few people saying hi. Alice has said hi. Myra said hi. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that's saying hi. Apparently we are live. I can definitely see this is live.
Yeah, we'll just give it 5 minutes for everyone to join us and.
Yeah, exactly. Give people a bit of time. Just for a second. Oh, don't. I have already been I think tomorrow I'll be finishing The Wolf Den. Because I picked it up because...
What's everyone else reading? Let us know what you're reading.
Yeah, let us know what you're reading. It's always good fun. I've got my book to read when we get off this, which is going to be Away with the Penguins. I was trying to remember some of the questions that I got given before you saw them. Oh, Thomas says hi, apparently. God, this is not good. Thomas should be in bed asleep. Kids should be asleep. My kids want to be involved in this, even though they're not actually supposed to be awake. Lost and Found. It's good so far.
Hello,
Mia's reading the Lost and Found. Hi, Nazim. Hiya. Alice, Jem may be late as she's crying about Lucy Barton.
Yeah. I sent a message on the chat saying, because with the Lucy Barton thing, I reckon she could probably, I know people might shoot me for saying this, but I reckon you could get away with reading O. William and then just reading the Lucy by the Sea. If she didn't want to read the first one, you definitely don't have to read anything as possible, I would say. Have you read, what did you say?
I haven't read any of them. I want to read them. I want to read them.
Because beforehand, everyone was saying that O. William could be read by itself, essentially, when it was on the book. Everyone was saying that. So therefore, based on that, you definitely have to read O. William before you read Lucy by the Sea.
But Jem,
I would say you could probably get away. You could possibly get away with just reading O. William and Lucy by the Sea. I don't think it's people would say that's not advisable, but I reckon,
Charlie, you can tell me this because I didn't get to carry on their lives. I thought Chris was going to kill me.
Sorry, Em. Sorry.
I thought they were going to kill me. Chris was going to kill me if I stayed on their live for too long. What group did they both get?
They can say. I know what the groups they got because I've got it written down here.
They said you could tell me. They said you could tell me.
Okay, yeah. Jem got Group B, which is Either or by Elif Botman, The Book of Goose, Vagabonds, Lucy by the Sea, The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, and Take My Hand. That was Jem's group. And Alice.
She got Take My Hand. That's the book she got me.
Sorry?
Take My Hand was the book Jem got me for Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, she's got it. I know she owns that one. And then and Alice got Group G. No, not Group G. Group H, which is the same as Charlie.
Okay.
Which is Now is not the time to panic. Carrie Soto is back. Bliss Montage, which is a story collection, which Alice, are you happy about Bliss Montage? That sounds like a good collection, to be fair, because it's a collection of short stories that's by an author I like. Glory, obviously, All This Could Be Different. All This Could Be Different, Alice, was one that I'd seen before the BookTube quite a while ago that I'd pegged as a contemporary that I wanted to read. So I think that could be a good one. Tomorrow, obviously we know about, so by Gabrielle Zevin, which everyone's reading. So
okay, so that's quite interesting. No one got Group A that I was on. Group A was a group I liked the most, but Carrie Soto is Back is a book that I've got on my shelf. Okay, Mia's friends have got Mia. I will have to pause in a minute and tell Mia this is the live, and I'm like, Thomas is commenting, and I would love to know how he's commenting because he's supposed to be in bed.
You don't have to highlight their comments. You can let them be. If they want to just talk to each other, let them be.
Yes, I'll leave that on the comment.
What time do you want to start doing your Q&A? Like,
we'll
give it another minute?
Start doing it very soon.
Or do I say at 10 past start it?
Yeah.
Or do I start it? So it gives another 4 minutes to say hello to everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the joys of being parenthood that Thomas is supposed to be asleep and he's not.
Yeah, I thought Emily had read Carrie Soto.
I haven't read Carrie Soto, Alice, but it's on my shelves because it was a book I bought in January. It's a book I bought in January, and I bought it at the end of December as my Christmas treat for myself because I think I survived not killing the kids at Christmas. So I bought that for myself. So yeah, I haven't read Carrie Soto yet, but I'm going to read it soon. I don't know when to read it yet, but you guys are kind of pushing me to want to read it sooner rather than later.
That's right, anyway, I'll get the questions. Shall I get the questions up then?
I guess I'll get the questions ready. I just wanted to say before we start the question bit is thank you all, because last I checked I was on 1,021 subscribers earlier today.
That's amazing.
Can you tell Thomas to go to sleep? Sorry about this.
I've got loads and loads of questions here, which is very, very exciting.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you may have put me off. Yes, and you did put me off a little bit because even though I bought it full price, and was like not exactly as big a fan of it as much as. Yeah.
Oh, bless you, Anne. Do you know what? Everyone likes different books, so just because Anne doesn't like it doesn't mean you're going to hate it, and vice versa about any books that you like and etc. So, well, darling,
I'm slightly concerned.
Not asleep, but
you're having the same issue as me. What is it with our family, Charlie? Our kids?
It's just that time of night.
It's not like that.
Excuse me. Shut the door, please, sweetheart. Thank you. Right.
I love it. The two cousins are actually getting involved in it. The three of them.
Anyway,
we blame
Mark. So we'll start with. I don't know if Jack's here or not, but the first question is in fact
Jack's not coming on it tonight. Jack's going to watch.
Oh, okay, in the future she's going to watch.
Yeah.
Well, future Jack. Hello, Jack. In the future, Jack from Spread Bookjoy. What, Belle? I'm trying to do this. No, it's not.
I'm slightly scared about these questions. I'm wondering what you guys are going to do to me.
So we've got the first question, which is, well, she says, I'll just read you what people have written in their comments because it's just easier for me to try and process
that's
it.
Fine.
Okay, so she said, "Yay, my questions. If you had to ditch one genre, which would it be? Which would it be? And what would be your dream? So if you had to ditch one genre, what would it be? That's one question. And then she's got another question. Which genre would you?
If I had to ditch one genre, obviously there's genres that I don't read at all, so it would be sci-fi. But out of the genres I do read, it would probably be thrillers.
What would your guys' answers be for that then?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Everyone else can answer. If you have to ditch one genre, what would it be? Everyone else say your answers in the comments below and we'll read some out. I'm trying to think, if I had to ditch one genre, what would I?
I think you'd probably ditch thrillers, wouldn't you?
I don't. Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah, you do know me quite well. I'm not that bothered by. Yeah. I don't really like high fantasy either. So high fantasy.
No, I don't like high fantasy either. I like fantasy, but I could ditch it just
over thrillers. I'd probably read thrillers more than I'd read high fantasy. So I'd probably actually say high fantasy. I read A Suitable Boy and Shyamalan, one after the other. Loved them. I'm currently reading Far Pavilions and The Secret History now. Oh, well done, Maya. Well, that's
good. Secret History is going to be good. No.
Right. So another question of Jack's is, what would your dream bookish holiday be if money were no object?
Oh, Oh God, I'd love to go somewhere where there's loads of books. I don't know. I'd like to go on a book tour. Actually, if I had my dream, it would be to go on a book tour around the UK to visit places. So I'd get to go to. This would be my dream bookish holiday, actually, because it wouldn't be going to one place. It would be going to London to the Charles Dickens place, Bath for obviously Jane Austen. Yeah, Bath Jane Austen. Manchester for Elizabeth Gaskell. Obviously, my dream location would be getting to go to Yorkshire to Bronte Land.
You're the sweetest person. I love you so much. You could go anywhere in the world and you want to go to Yorkshire. You're the sweetest. We love you,
I
Emily.
would literally. That is still. I think my friend. Actually, my friend Charlie, mine and Charlie's friend Tracy, his sister lives right near the Bronte museums, and she's promised to take me there one day. And oh my God, that would be like I couldn't pick anywhere else in the world I'd rather be. I would just love to go to Bronte territory.
Lovely, Emily. This is why everyone loves you, because you're such a sweetie pie. Andrea said that she was, I'm guessing she said 100% it'd be fantasy she'd ditch.
Yeah,
so,
she'd ditch. Bronte House. Yeah, Andrea's saying about ditch goes to the Bronte House. She knows me. That was just, I went to Yorkshire once as a kid. We went there as children, didn't we, Charlie? And I just dream of going there now. I think that would probably be my favourite place. I would love to go to Manchester for the Gaskell, but dream world would be to go and get. Actually, it would be to go with Charlie, 100%.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, Jen. You like camping? You camp out in Yorkshire? Oh my God, I'd actually go camping for Dickett. I don't know if I could cope with camping. Charlie knows me in camping. That's not the funnest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark's here as well.
Hi, Mark. I so love the classics and the Russian classics. Oh, I love
which Russian classics do you like, Maya? Myra, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not brilliant on the classics, but.
So I'll read the next
Me and Tom
question.
are going to the Bronte House in March. You make me so jealous, Mark. That's like a dream. Yes, yeah. Alice, we know you ditch romance.
We knew Alice would ditch romance. That's not a surprise that Alice wants to ditch romance.
Okay.
So another question, again, still with Jax from Spread Book Joy. Looking back on your first video, what advice would you give a BookTube newbie?
Oh God. I think my advice would be read for pleasure, not because you should feel that you should read what other people want you to read. I think be true to yourself. That's my biggest piece of advice, is to be true to yourself and read what you like, not what you feel that you should read. That's
a good tip. That's a good tip. Yeah.
Because
just, I think as well, it's another thing I would think is like, because obviously I think making not that this matters, but making the friends is the best bit, I think.
Oh God, yeah. I love that.
I think, comment on other. Whilst it's good, obviously it's important to interact with people on your channel, but make sure you're always watching. A piece of advice I would say is make sure you're watching and commenting on other people's channels as well. As a newbie, it's important.
Yeah, definitely. Important
to be commenting in some ways. That's probably because it's defined your community, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about community, and it is finding your community, because we've got the Book Waffle group, which obviously my best friends are on here as well, and Charlie's obviously met them as well, and we've also got Charles Heathcote, who's my other, me and Charlie and Charles Heathcote, that's another community bit, and I've got other friends all over the world that I've met through BookTube. But my friends I've met on BookTube are friends for life, like Gemma, who was previously rooted to BookGem, who's left BookTube now, but she's still one of my best friends, and Charlie knows what I'm like when I meet her. She sees how much it lights me up, and being true to yourself, and people will like you, and it's good to talk to people with different tastes as well, because Gem and Alice, they hate romance, but we're still really good mates. It doesn't matter. We always have things in common. We always have a jam. Be true to yourself is definitely my biggest.
That's a really, really good piece of advice then. So I'm going to go to, I think Alice is next on the questions list.
Oh God, so I'm scared. Actually, I know I'm scared.
I've got loads of questions, and I've got some more later on, which I'll tell you about. Which I know.
God. I say they're my best friends. Can I change that?
Gem's questions will be the funny ones as well. I know. But Emma's, I'm sure. Anyway. So my questions are: if you could only, obviously she said congratulations to Emily because she's lovely. So
love Alice.
If you could only read either thrillers or fantasy books for the rest of your life, which would you pick and why?
I hate you. I think fantasy because fantasy I couldn't thrillers I couldn't read at bedtime. That's my British thing.
That's fair
And fantasy, there are different areas of fantasy. So if I was
middle
just
grade, if I could pick
middle grade
specific-
fantasy, exactly. Middle grade
fantasy,
fantasy.
but not
Because
like
I like
sci-fi.
middle. Me and you are very much alike. I like middle grade fantasy and I like YA fantasy. So I could read those two night and day. Let's be honest, one of my favourite books of all times is a YA fantasy.
What's
And
that?
Charlie
Tell
knows what that
everybody.
is.
You say?
Curse of Dark and Laney is probably one of my favourite books ever. That might come
middle
up in
grade?
another question. What?
Is that middle grade? Is that middle grade?
It's
I thought
YA.
that was YA.
It's YA.
Jem said as well, you can click on it. It says, the world would be a boring place if we all liked the same thing.
Exactly.
Like,
Jem's very
100%
true.
agree. And fantasy so much better than thrillers, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Myra.
Yeah, Jem's
I just
definitely my girl.
I did the same with the Dickens. Oh, well done, Myra.
Alice is saying thrillers because Alice would say that. Alice
Yeah,
just
yeah,
she
Alice
has no
is-
heart. Yeah, we
Really
know Alice
expected
has no heart. What has Alice said about no heart thing?
Alice has confessed she has no heart, doesn't like romance. Alice
We
does have
know
a
her.
heart. We know she's got a heart. We met her and she's completely lovely, like you said.
I
But,
love her.
Anyway, I'll go for another Alice question. It says, "What's the worst book?" I think you said this on a bit later. What's the worst book or something similar? What's the worst book Charlie has ever made you read / recommended to you? She's trying to divide the sisters. Divide.
Oh my God.
I've probably recommended loads that she's hated.
Do you know what is really funny? This was the one that I remember you asking, and for the life of me, I've been thinking for the last month about the answer to this, and I can't remember.
But no, because I saw something similar. There's a similar question I think you typed up earlier, Alice, and I can't. But yeah, I can't. There's literally loads of. There is loads though. I can't think
There
of
is
one
loads.
off the top of the head. It'll be a literary one because
Yeah, I hate literary fiction.
She doesn't like the literary fiction. so
Andy's
it's
still
one of them.
saying thrillers. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, I can't for the life of me remember. I have a lovely heart, but my taste is very doesn't match it. Yeah. I'm thinking, Charlie, what literary fiction? Because you really like literary fiction. I don't.
I have to go to my like story graph or something to pick.
Yeah, that
ones
might
you
work.
like. There
This
are
is what we
loads.
might have
There
to
are
go back
loads.
to.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I was trying to think of. Yeah, there must be a favourite of mine that you like. For instance, Seven Rings of Marley Almeida. Emily would never read that in a million years. That's an example, and I haven't made her read it, but you would never read that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. And that's the thing. Charlie couldn't get me to read certain books. What was it? The other book that you read that it was like completely like random, and I was just like, no chance. No, yeah, there's that book by your favourite author. That
Flames by Beyond.
Yeah, I've never read it, have I? No, it's
No,
because I've never read it. I didn't think it was me.
Yeah.
There was one book we read together, Sophie's World, that we both hated. But we both hated that, didn't we?
I can think of books you've loved that I've hated that I
yeah,
didn't. There's one that Jem. I'm sorry, Jem. I know you really like this book, The Time Traveler's Wife, which loads of people love.
I hated that.
Oh, you hated it? Oh, sorry.
I hated that as well.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
Charlie's gonna have to research that answer, Alice. Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything earlier, but like I know ones that I wouldn't read. Like I've got on my shelves that you wouldn't read, but anyway. So what's your absolute favourite book of all time, and you can only pick one, Emily?
Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights.
What you guys tell us what your favourite books of all time. If you can only pick one book, you tell us what's your favourite book of all time. Myra said yes, and I love historical fiction. Lois
love historical fiction. What's your favourite book of all time, Charlie? While we're waiting for them.
It's really hard. I don't know. Like I feel like I want to like in terms of rereading. How many times I've reread it? I would automatically. I want to say Flames where we are, just because I love the book so much. But then he recently released one, and I disliked it. Yeah. Oh, you love the Time Traveler's Wife as well. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm sorry for hating it.
But Jem, I love because she put The Nightingale by Christian Hannah, which I loved as well.
Yeah. I would say as well in terms of like I like this is a really cheesy. I love Pride and Prejudice. Well, Emily, what's your favourite Austen, Emily?
Pride and Prejudice, I think. Pride and Prejudice,
Yeah.
but Emma's pretty close second.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
That's got to be The Nightingale. I love that as well. There's lots of people saying The Nightingale. Pride and Prejudice is Nadim's favourite. Shuggie Bain, yeah, I do love Shuggie Bain. Can't wait to reread that next year.
I've got a question here from Alice Black Reads, which is
I love her.
we love Alice. Not Alice. Alex. Because Alice is here. Oh yeah, Anne just said Shuggie Bain by Douglas Jirt. We know.
Yeah, we know that.
Loves that.
Nightingale broke me. Yeah, I need to get my own copy of that again.
Alex Black's question is, what's your favourite thing to bake? Or if you don't bake, what's your favourite baked thing to eat?
I don't bake. Charlie knows what happens when I bake. I burn. But I do occasionally. I've tried making cookies. That's not too difficult to make. But have I burnt them as well, Charlie? Yeah, I think I burnt them. If I'm being completely honest, because what did I make?
Your main meal is amazing. Like you make your actual when she cooks main dinners, her main dinners are like delicious, and she's a really good like chef type person. Like with her meals, like all her meals are amazing. It's just baking. It's really not
Yeah. Okay. But there we go. Before I do
that, favorite thing to eat baked. What's your favorite baking thing to eat then?
Favorite baking thing? Oh, it's something Charlie makes. Charlie's lemon drizzle cake.
That's nice.
Charlie's lemon drizzle cake. I mean,
I'll read some of the comments whilst you're dealing with them. So Dem's cry, I guess, is to do with the fact that we hate Time Traveller's Wife. And well, not hate so the strong word. And Mark said, I loved Pride and Prejudice, but preferred Northanger Abbey. Oh, Northanger Abbey is a really good book. I really enjoyed that one. That's a really good book.
I adore Kristen Hand's writing. Oh my god, The Great Alone's the one I've got on my shelves. I've not read that yet.
That's meant to be one of her best ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Four Winds. Mark's reading Shuggie Bain at the moment and loving it. Mark's got good taste.
Shuggie Bain is an amazing book. I love that book so much. I haven't
read a baker, not an eater. Mia, can you shut my door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I love Charlie's cooking. My mum also makes the best. I know it's my mum's another one that can bake. Charlie, my mum, and my sister can. Both my sisters can bake. But my mum's favourite thing she makes is these fairy cakes with the little butterfly. You know, the little top things. She puts like a little bit of icing in it and then puts a little top on it. Remember that one, Charlie?
Fairy cakes, yeah, they're yummy.
Yeah, her mum's fairy cakes and Charlie's lemon drizzle cake. And Charlie's also Charlie's apple pies. Basically, any baking Charlie does, I eat. And Vicky does great cakes as well.
So how many of you guys have, Emily, have you read Young Mungo? You have read Young Mungo, haven't you? And I know Andrew's read Young Mungo.
Sorry, I didn't like Young Mungo.
Oh, you didn't like Young Mungo? Oh, no.
That's why I lent it to you, Wally.
Oh, it's still on my shelves. I've got to read it.
Please read The Great Alone. I will read that very soon. Don't worry, Myra.
To go on to the next question.
Yep.
This is by BT Wilkes. I think his name is Brian. He's got a channel. So if you're watching, Brian, hello.
He always subscribes to me. He's like me. I love him quite.
So he said, other than Emily Bronte, sorry, LOL, out of all the non-living writers whose works you have enjoyed / admired, which is one you would most like to spend an afternoon and maybe a pink gin with? They must know you very well. He must know you very well. Which is,
yes, he does. He subscribes. He watches all my videos. Non-living.
To share some gin with.
Elizabeth Gaskell, I would like.
Yeah, you've read quite a lot of her work, haven't you?
I've loved her work. I think she would actually be more interesting than Jane Austen. And also because she's friends with the Brontes, that's slightly cheating. I think Elizabeth Gaskell's one probably. Who else do I love that's like classics? I think
you love loads of them. How about Hardy? You've read quite a lot of Hardy.
Yeah, no, he's a bit depressing though. I want someone that's quite fun.
No, not a Bronte. You can't. No. I guess you can't have an Emily Bronte, but maybe would you? I'm trying to think. There's
Jane Austen would be pretty good. Jane Austen, I would like.
Would you want to meet Charlie Dickens? Charles Dickens?
No, it would probably be Jane Austen or Elizabeth Gaskell. Both write a mixture of. Both have got siblings, and I just got a thing about that. So yeah.
I've read loads of classic authors. You've got loads to choose from.
Yeah, I have.
So, Good Strong Words, which I don't know if they've got a channel or not.
That was Tori. He was Hufflepuff Discovery.
Oh, hello,
Tori.
if you're watching. Oh, Tori. Hello, Tori. Okay. My questions are: what is your favourite comfort meal, snacks and dessert? So it's still sticking with food. Is there something you'd like to eat while you're reading? So any of those questions.
Right. Favourite comfort food is my mum's homemade pizza, or my mum's homemade sausage meat and stuffing flat. Their meals I go to when I need comfort. I go back to. I always say this to me and Charlie laugh. I always say this because I live on the same road as my mum. I love the fact she'll bake for me, and they're like, if I'm cooking it myself, my favourite comfort meal is spaghetti bolognese. My favourite comfort sandwich is cheese, ham, and tomato toasty, which is a meal my dad made for me when I was little, when I was younger.
What's your guys' favourite comfort food? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
You can carry on saying, Emily.
My favourite snack, I'll be honest, it's chocolate. I'm a massive chocolate. I shouldn't eat it, and it makes me feel sick.
Specifically Cadbury's, isn't it?
Yeah, Cadbury's definitely. I would eat. That's the only thing I will eat when I'm reading is chocolate. I will not eat crisps when I'm reading. I've got a thing about, like, my favourite crisps are Frazzles, but I would never eat them when I'm reading.
I don't really like eating when I'm reading, being honest.
I don't.
Unless it's an audio book, in which case it's hands-free. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but no, I like chocolate when I'm eating. And it's got to be Cadbury's, hasn't it, Charlie?
You like chocolate when you're eating?
No, that's it. Chocolate when I'm eating. Chocolate when I'm reading. That's the only thing I'll eat.
Pizza.
All right.
Alice says pizza.
Oh, I do love pizza as well. But yeah, my mum's homemade pizza is better than shop bought pizza. Iced coffee when I read. Oh my god!
A good cup of tea. I love a good cup of tea. And if Mark's still here, do you still drink? Do you guys still drink like the Bird and Blend? Because I love myself a Bird and Blend cup of tea. Or just one of their ones. There's so many to choose from. What would I pick?
Love you can name your favourite foods by category.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that not coming up? Why I can't? Yeah, it's coming up.
Right. Do you want me to pick another question?
Yeah. We're doing well, I think.
So we've got one by Helen Checkley, and her question is, Helen Checkley, if you're watching in the future or now, my question for you is, what got you into reading?
Her. No, we've always grown up. We've always grown up reading. Tom drinks tea all the time. All the tea's going.
They love Bird and Blend. They talk because Mark is watching Tom's channel. Tom used to talk about Bird and Blend all the time, like not all the time, but that's when I remember, because when we were out and about once, that's when me and Richard got some Bird and Blend for the first time, and like all that, because I remember watching, because that was after watching Tom's channel, and yeah, they've got amazing teas. Like I love that. Can't go wrong with all the tea. Sorry to go off the tea tangent.
Okay, as for reading, I think in the original bit, I think I'll do the comments in a minute.
I think Mum was a big influence on our reading.
Mum was a big reader, and Nan, my mum's mum was a big reader. She used to read to us all the time when we went over to her house. So I grew up reading. It was a family thing. It was a big family thing, and it was also our time with Mum, wasn't it? Yeah. And then I read as a teenager. We used to go to the library because it was free to get books from the library. So we grew up going to our local library. And that never stopped. We used to go every Saturday, like all the Saturdays. We used to regularly go there. Yeah. So that's always been a part of me. And then obviously when I had my teenage rebellion and I had my car accident, I stopped for quite a long time, didn't I, Charlie? I stopped reading. I think we occasionally had the odd...
I remember reading like Come Together, and it was all those
contemporary
Lisa Jewell books.
Yeah, I read them. I think I read occasionally,
because I remember you reading like that. Those ones.
Yeah, but I wasn't reading very much.
They were like free ones of the magazines. Do you remember the ones of the magazines? Yeah.
I think I read a little bit, and I carried on reading magazines. And then, basically, I had my second DBT while I was pregnant with Thomas, and unfortunately, that I didn't even read when my meal was little, but I had the second DBT, and unfortunately, it's left me with chronic pain. And then a couple of years after my diagnosis, I was in and out of hospital and I was really struggling. And this is when Charlie started getting into reading. And her and our other sister, Vicky, were like, well, why don't you read when you're sitting around? Because I couldn't do much. So they both said, why don't you read while you're sitting around? And Vicky got me into Page 2, which obviously, sneaky peek, we know she's one of my favourite authors. And Charlie got me into trying different books. And then it's thanks to those two bringing me over books all the time when I was poorly that got me back into reading. And Charlie got me eventually, because I eventually started reading more and more, and Charlie got me to get my own blog and then an Instagram channel and then here. So yeah. Down to them, right?
So, did I read
Alice,
the comments?
Alice saying pizza for comfort food.
Yeah,
We're saying Alice saying pizza for comfort food, potatoes is favourite food. Myra's got new Liana tea coming out.
Oh, have they? I didn't know that.
Festival with Crumbs. Yeah, I don't read. I used to love Lisa Joy contemporaries. I did, but I don't love them now. I now like her thrillers.
Like that was like something that was when we were younger, because now she does lots of like thrillers, doesn't she? But yeah, her contemporaries, they were big when we were younger. So yeah, and you're right. I think they were all about when we were like however many years ago.
Yeah.
So do you want me to get on to the next question?
Yep.
So congratulations. So this is from Nikki from Red Dot Reads. We love Nikki. And Nikki, if you're watching from now in the future,
Nikki, she's amazing.
She's so lovely. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe, as with all these people.
Yeah.
My question is, if you weren't allowed to read ever again, perish the thought, what would be your main hobby?
Walking.
Oh, that's nice.
I think it would probably be walking or writing, probably.
Yeah, Emily used to write poetry when we were younger. When she was a teenager, especially, she used to write loads and loads of poetry. She had this big poetry journals, and she would constantly.
I've still got them in my wardrobe.
Yeah, she'd constantly be writing poetry.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd write. I think I'd probably walk or write. Yeah. My bad books.
What would your answers be for that? What would you do if you couldn't read? What would your main hobbies be? Everybody, you
don't
can
mention how many years, Charlie.
I know. Yeah, seriously, it's bad. So, we're gonna get onto some gem questions now.
Oh no! Oh shit! Pardon my language, but oh crap, Gem.
Questions, because Gem's humor is brilliant. We love Gem.
Gem's evil.
Even though we love all the questions, but Gem's questions we know it's gonna be anyway. We've got you can only choose one of the following for the rest of your life. Which would you pick? This is really difficult. Right, Emily, prepare yourself. Page Toon books, chocolate, or book waffle, and you can only have one of them.
Book waffle.
I knew you'd say that.
I love my friends. Chocolate, I could have something else as a favourite snack. Page Toon, I've got other favourite authors. But waffle are all individuals.
Jem probably would know you would say that because Emily is a sappy sausage. So,
and they are my best friends.
Yeah, because Emily's the biggest softie, which is why you guys all love her because she's such a softie. She's wonderful.
Even though I make Jem gag half the time, Jen and Alice gag.
Oh yeah, that's all right though.
Oh, look at Angie's face.
Aww.
That was kind of, yeah. What's our other questions though, Charlie? Go on.
Oh yeah, sorry. The other question is, have you read any adult fantasy? That's the other question.
No,
she said she's got
not.
a naughty question.
It's too easy. Emily's a marshmallow.
Yeah, Emily is a marshmallow. She's the sweetest.
Adult fantasy. I think I tried once. And no, not really properly. I picked up a book once because I thought someone that I used to work with thought I'd like it. Hey, Danny's here.
Like try the Daughters of the Forest though. Oh, hey, Danny.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Danny.
Danny's, by the way, is another soppy marshmallow.
Aww. Emily, would you know everyone talks about these Daughters of the Forest books by, I can't remember, you guys on the chat will know the names of them. Alice and Jem might know the names of them. I can't remember who the author is, but they sound like fantasy books that we could read. Are they fantasy? I think they're fantasy.
I think Jem needs to get me to try an adult fantasy author book.
But I feel like that's a fantasy that you would like. I feel like that's sort of a bit more accessible. I don't know who the Juliet Meridian, that's what it is, Jem. I need Jem. Jem would know. I feel like that's. I think I could read something like that, and I feel like if I could read it, then I think you could read it. Therefore,
yeah, we could probably give it a go, me and her. Danny is officially saying yes, she's marshmallow as well. Danny and me are the soppy ones in our group. Go on. What's the next questions? I'm scared.
Okay, then we're on to Read by Fred.
Okay.
Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I'll skip to the. Oh, still about the giveaway. I'll ask you a question. What is your favourite video you've made on here on BookTube, and why is it your favourite?
Ooh, I don't know. I've made a couple of like personal videos about my chronic pain and anxiety videos. I think my chronic pain one was probably one that I quite enjoyed doing, because I think that was where I was able to be really me with myself, wasn't I? I think I went quite raw, and I also talked about disability reps and about like chronic pain and my invisible disabilities, and I think that for me felt really personal, but it also felt really, I think that's probably like one of my favorite videos, because yes, it was me being very raw, but I did spread awareness about the chronic, and that's led me to me and Naomi, who's Naomi's Bookshelf, are going to be doing a readathon in May. I think it's either going to be 2 weeks or a month readathon about chronic pain, because it's something I feel very passionate about, and it's something that's very, very close to my heart. As you well know, Charlie's got chronic pain as well, and it's something I think that felt more real. Like,
I think you're very brave talking about it, because I think it's not always easy thing to open up about, and like yeah, I'm not very good at talking about things like that. It's easy to talk about books, and it's not so easy to talk about things personal to yourself, is it? Let's be honest. So I think you're amazing. The fact that you were so open and so yeah, I think you're brilliant, Emily. Emily's my hero. She's amazing.
Andrew's putting heart. Andrew put heart. Oh, babe, I love you, Andrew. Andrew's so sweet.
Because you guys know how much she goes through. So I think like Emily's like she does. You guys know, if you talk to her a lot and watch her videos, you know what she goes through. She's amazing.
I think I've always tried to be real, and I know that obviously.
She said, did you see Andrew's comment and said, why am I thinking 50 Shades of Grey with gay? 50 Shades of Grey. I feel like that's just as good as that, I'm sure.
Charlie, look at what Danny's just put.
What?
Danny just put Emily's one of the strongest pieces.
No,
I'm not going to cry.
We love her. That's why. Everyone can pour the love on Emily in the comments, because she's amazing. She's fucking brilliant. So.
I'll tell you what though, like on this, I could not be. I know Charlie hates me being too soppy, because she puts up with it every minute of every day. She's my best friend in the world.
I do not hate it at all.
No, but she is literally Charlie. When I say, right, obviously I've got my book Waffle Girls that are my besties, but Charlie is my best friend in the whole wide world. Like, we've been through everything together, through the highs of she was there when I gave birth to Thomas, through the lows when there was even one point, obviously I'm gonna be real here, when I wanted it to all stop when I was a teenager after my car accident, and Charlie was the one that pulled me back from the brink. She's literally my best friend in the world, and she's always there for me, and you couldn't pick a nicer person. Oh, and Chris subscribed to you earlier, by the way. So I wouldn't be where I am now, but yeah, we talk about strong people. Well, she's pretty amazing too. So anyway, that's enough. Let's go on to something funny. Let's go on there. Change the.
Okay, cool. All right, where we go. We've got lots of lovely comments though. Book in with Deborah. So Deborah's right, a lovely question.
I love that.
We love Deborah. Deborah's amazing. She's another amazing person. Deborah said, I would like to know if there was just one book that you have read since you started your channel that you would recommend to others to read, and which book would it be? So it must be like, is that like a universal kind of book that you think that?
I think A Curse of Dark and Lonely, because it's the first book I've read that's got really great disability rep. No, actually, no, not A Curse of Dark and Lonely. Get a Life, Chloe Brown.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm reading that.
Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I do so love it. Maya's just said, I do so love Emily. At 73, I've now lost all my close friends. So I look for Emily to make my day. Oh,
that's so lovely.
That's so lovely. Thank you, Myra. Oh my god. Yeah, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because it is the first book I've read about chronic pain that got it spot on, and also the lead guy in it sounds really sexy, so that does help as well. But yeah,
doesn't hurt.
I think if you want to read a book on chronic pain, I am going to be reading it for my readathon in May. It's a great book. I think everyone should read it.
Yeah, but sending big hugs to Myra, I agree with you. And
sending big hugs to Myra, definitely. She made my day. People are being
so right, okay. Stacey, who I know, Stacey Darlington, which I know she's one of Emily's big subscribers. So we love her a lot.
She comments on all my videos.
She said, I was wondering what was your favourite book or favourite books of all time? I think you've touched on it briefly about Wuthering Heights, but you can say any other books that you
is 100% my favourite book of all time. It's probably my reread. On a contemporary note, my favourite contemporary of all time is Johnny Be Good by Page Toon, because I've read it like 3 or 4 times, and it reminds me of our teenage days when I used to love Take That and Robbie Williams and the Rock God and the Bad Boy, and it just takes me back.
I'm going to add a question. Can I add a question in? What contemporary? I know people said classic author you'd like to meet. What contemporary author would you like to meet in person and like have and share a gym with?
It wouldn't actually be Page Toon. It would actually be Heidi Swain.
Oh, really?
She is, oh my God, like she's actually an author that I message on Instagram, and she is just amazing. She likes gin as well. She likes alcohol as well. And I've chatted to her on Instagram. Like, I've just found out her newest book that's coming out in April, The Book Lovers Retreat, has got a lead character called Emily in it.
Aww.
And she writes books with disability a little bit, and she's trying to touch on that. And she's someone that is just amazeballs.
No, that's really lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We've got one from SUS Prime, which I Sue S Prime.
Yeah, she's another one that's been subscribed to me for a long time. She's subscribed to you as well, Charlie.
Oh, hello. In that case, we'll say hello to everyone anyway. Pasta or pizza best? This is a serious question, Emily. Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
And you guys can answer that in the comments. And specifically, I'm looking for Alice to answer. Is it pasta or pizza? Because I know that's a difficult one for her.
Yeah, very difficult. Pizza for me.
I don't know what I'm not really massive pizza or pasta person, but I probably would say pizza actually. If I do like pizza actually. It's just both of those things upset my tummy.
Yeah, it upsets my tummy if I eat the wrong one. But we grew up with pizza, didn't we, Charlie?
Yeah, but that was mum's pizza is different. So yeah, we want to Mark's question if you're still here, Mark.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of questions. If an author who is no longer with us could write one last book, who would you choose and why? So author that's no longer here, you could get them to write one last book. What would you like? Who would you pick for that?
Obviously, there's like the obvious answer, which is I think obviously I'd like to see if Emily Bronte could write another one, but then part of me thinks no, because Wuthering Heights was amazeballs, and yeah. I honestly don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. This is me thinking.
And Mark, what's your thinking, Emily?
Actually, I know I'm gonna. Actually, Anne Bronte, because to me, Tenant of Wildfell Hall and Agnes Grey were just 2 of the best books ever, and she was the first Bronte to die. I've got it.
Really
you need to read it with me. We need to read it together. But I think for me, yeah, Anne, because she was the youngest sister and she never got her shot, and I just think she would just be an amazing.
When we were reading, because we read the letters of Charlotte Bronte, the letters of the Bronte.
Oh, Mark's saying Pasta, by the way.
They were like, that was a really, really good.
Oh, that's an amazing book. That just.
And it was like seeing the perspective from Charlotte. So this was a non-fiction book, which I can't put it on screen. Normally I say put things on screen. Yeah, it's got flowers on the cover. I'll show it in maybe a future video.
I've got it, I think, somewhere.
Actually, I sent it to Charlie. Anyway, you've got it on your shelves.
Hang on a minute.
I don't know. Anyway, either which way, it's a non-fiction, and it was. But me and Emily read it, and it's the letters of Charlotte Bronte wrote to one of her friends. Like, don't worry about it.
It's on the shelf somewhere.
Yeah, me and Emily read it together, and we were talking about it, and it literally broke our hearts, because when Anne got sick, you're talking about Anne. When Anne got sick, it was like we were both like, "Oh, we're getting to the bit where Anne's getting sick," and we knew that. Oh, it was just really hard. But yeah, especially because
we've just got to think about the Brontes. But yeah, I think it would be Anne Bronte.
But anyway, you said Mark
Tom
said
has
that
it downstairs. You might try it. Oh, which one?
Honestly,
yeah.
I think that's where Mark. I think that's where I heard about it from Tom. Actually, I think that's why me and Emily.
I think we did,
because it was another Tom made me buy it purchase. So was people answering the pasta or pizza questions. Mark said pasta. Myra said angel hair pasta with marinara sauce. I think Emily should write a book. There you go.
Emily should write a book. Yeah, my work group, Baz Books people think I should write a book as well. That'd be hilarious. Maybe someday.
Anyway, shall we get on to the next
Yep.
part of Mark's questions? Two said Mark said lots of film adaptations from books around now. Any books you'd really wish they would make into a film? What book would you? Oh, surely this would be Curse of Dark and Lonely, or is it already being made into?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Curse of Dark and Lonely. I think the whole series should be made into like a series on Netflix.
Yeah, I've not read it.
Curse of Dark and Lonely, actually, yeah. Because I wouldn't want any romance books, because I wouldn't want to get a different image in my head about what the males look like. Okay. So yeah, Curse of Dark and Lonely, Charlie, definitely.
We're getting on to the 12 anonymous questions. I haven't checked NG to see if there's any more, but I think there's 12. There was 12, I think, at last count. Some of these are gonna we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna say all of them. I don't even care. So
okay, go on.
So first question is fave hobby ?
Obviously reading.
Yeah, same. Well, you guys tell us what your favorite hobby is in the comments below. Yeah. Someone has asked the question, hottest sport ?
But what? Repeat that one, sorry.
Hottest sport ?
Hottest sport? Rugby.
That's fair. Yeah, I like the cute bums in shorts.
Yeah, I like cute bums in shorts. Skydiving. Oh, cool.
Does sleeping count as a hobby? I'd like to wouldn't be doing very well at it sometimes. Yeah, I love sleeping. Right. The next question, I'm just going to read them all. So I'm going to read them all, even whatever they use. Right, I'm reading them. So, okay. The weirdest place you've ever gone to the bathroom? There you go, Emily. You can answer this.
Weirdest place I've ever gone to the bathroom?
I'm reading them. I told you I'd read them all.
As in the weirdest place I've ever done a wee?
Well, I don't know. So that question, have you won?
I've got no idea. The woods, I suppose. The woods at South Hill Park, probably.
At South Hill Park? I didn't know you'd peed at South Hill Park. Everyone
probably if I was drunk. Very likely if I was drunk.
Yeah, pee in the woods, when I'd definitely say. You have to say pee in the woods.
Yeah,
everyone's gone to pee in the woods before everyone has.
Does it? Mark's cracking up laughing now.
What can you do? I'm just asking the questions. I said I'll ask all of them. What's the last thing you ate, Emily? And we can all answer this if you want to, everybody.
I just did a lovely meal, chow cow steak.
Oh, that does sound nice. I had my mum, because we've been poorly, mum brought me some food over and she dropped it off on the doorstep, and I had Cornish pasty and I had swede and
I've got the Cornish pasty tabs up tomorrow. Mia's coming out. We'll let Mia come online quickly. Mia, say hello to Auntie Charlie.
Hi.
One of those holes in the floor toilets. Oh wow. Night night, Mimi's.
No, can you bring the box charger in soon? Don't take the other charger.
Yeah, oh no.
There's holes in the floor toilets,
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, go on. Yeah, my chow cow. Chris loves this meal I make. It's chow cow steak, and it's like beef, and it's got pak choy, soy sauce, oyster sauce, ginger, garlic, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's got a few other good things. Okay, go downstairs. Mia's going downstairs to be with her dad.
Okay, so Myra said an 8. What's that to? I don't know what that is. Apple was the last thing she ate, and I'm guessing Jen was saying that she peed on the tram line in a wheat field. That's fairly random, but good.
Yeah.
Guess all those years. I guess years ago when we were camping, the bathroom where there was an outhouse.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. As a non-meat eater, that would be so nice.
I have been camping before a lot when I was younger. I haven't really been as an adult, so
no, I haven't.
I haven't really had that to it.
And thank you, Mark.
So there's a question here asking you, are you travelling anywhere soon, Emily? Not me to that.
I don't think I am. Not until I know that obviously I'm going book shopping again with Charlie next month to Wokingham, probably for my birthday next month, aren't we, Charlie? But I think other than that, the furthest place I will probably travel to, I know for a fact I've got Bognor booked for end of July. Me and Chris and the kids are going to Butlins in Bognor, and we'll probably go to Henley, which is near us, at some point over the spring and summer. That's about it, really. I don't really travel, and with my anxiety, it's something I really struggle with, don't I, Charlie?
I've got some exciting plans, but nothing abroad this year.
Yeah, but
going a few little places. So I will disclose in vlog and things when it comes out, because I don't want to curse it in case I say it and then it doesn't happen.
Well, we know we're going to this, but everyone laughs at me because I'm going to Butlins in Bognor, but yeah, there's loads of charity shops there. Chris loses me for like an hour or two in the charity shops.
That's really nice, Emily. One of the questions you got was, do you want to have kids eventually?
I've got 2 kids. One of them we just saw, the other one was online. I've got 2 gorgeous children, Mia and Thomas.
I'm reading all of them. Everybody, I know whatever you're watching, but I'm reading everything that's written here, so just be prepared. Okay.
Charlie, yeah, so, I've got 2 gorgeous kids. Charlie knows them.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Literally, they're most beautiful. Thomas and Mimi's, and I saw one of them be born, and the other one, I was with her when her water broke. So
yes,
that was Mimi's.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Next question.
One of the questions. Next question is: would you ever get with me? Not me, but whose thing was it?
My sister.
I can't reading the question.
There's the only person I'll ever get with. That's my husband. That's my partner downstairs.
That's quite right.
I'm Chris.
Another question we've got is: when did you dream? What did you dream about last night, Emily? If you can remember.
I had a nightmare again, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, sorry guys about the noise in the background. Mia, can you be quiet? Dream last night. I had a bad dream about something. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
Can you guys, any of you guys, remember your dreams from last night? And if you want to share them, you can tell us. I haven't remembered any.
I don't remember mine. It was a bad dream last night. I think I had another. I'm going through a nightmare stage at the moment. I keep getting nightmares, so I don't know what they are. But they're
that's not nice.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Charlie.
What dream did I have about Prince Harry the other week?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
I can't. What did I dream? I can't remember, Emily.
I can't remember, but you dreamt about Prince Harry. You woke up and spoke to your husband about it.
Everywhere I was watching, every time I switched online, everything in my online space, it kept on shouting Prince Harry at me. So then I had a dream. I think I didn't think I married him, but I feel like Prince Harry was in my dream. Something happened with Prince Harry. So
okay, that was quite funny.
Yeah.
Go on the next question. Mark doesn't remember his dream. Prince Harry. Yeah.
You couldn't put the internet on without Prince Harry's face appearing. It was on my script.
Mark's just said he's read Spare. Well, our sister Vicky is getting it for her birthday from me, so I'm going to be nabbing at her afterwards.
Wait, what did you think about it, Mark? Tell us what you thought about it.
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
So yeah.
Okay, yep, go on to the next question.
Oh, sorry, here. Oh, here we go. These are some questions which I think we can guess who they're by. But anyway.
If they're evil, they're at their gem.
No, this is. I don't think this is Gem. I'm guessing this is Alice, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
What is Sweet's favourite genre?
What's Sweet's favourite genre?
Favourite genre.
I think it's actually classics, because she always nudges me when I'm reading my classics.
Because you're really lost and still, because those are your favourite books, and you're probably really absorbed into them. What did Myra say? What about Cain's Jawbone?
No, God, no. That's that game thingy. That's that book thingy, majiggy. That book where you've got to put the pages together and oh no.
And Mark said he really enjoyed it. Sad in his childhood, though. Yeah, I have heard lots of people say that.
I think I've got to give it to Vicky. I'd read it before I give it to her. I'm so wish I had the time to read it before I give it to her.
It'll be at the library. I reckon you'll be able to get hold of it.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it is classics. I think that's the one she tries to read. She's been headbutting me when I read it.
I knew that was you, Alice. I knew it was you.
Yeah, I did think that.
And then this is another thing that made me think it was Alice, because this is a question that only Alice or Jen would ask, but I know that it's Alice. I just know it is. What's your favourite pink book? He. And when we met up last summer, Alice, Jem, and me and Emily, we were on a mission. Me and Jem and Alice, me and Jem and Alice were on a mission to try and get Emily to buy all the pink books, because that's what we think she likes.
I can't remember. Charlie, what books have I got that are pink?
What's your favourite pink book? I don't know. You've got us hundreds.
I haven't got that many. Actually, if I look down on my shelves, I haven't got that many pink books.
Go and pick a pink book that you like.
Right, bear with me. I'm disappearing for 2 seconds.
And I
Can't
shall
you
read
keep
some
you
comments.
company?
Yeah.
I'm leaving the live show for 2 seconds to look at a pink book.
You guys tell me. So have we said what book you're currently reading? You just said Mark just said he's read the Harry book. What books are you reading now? Tell me what books you're reading now.
Okay, got one.
I was just asking you a question.
Got one. Okay, got one. Underneath the Christmas Tree by Heidi Swain.
Oh, Underneath the Christmas Tree. I have to ask you, Charlie, what colour paint is that behind you? It's a Dulux paint, and it's I want to repaint it. I want to get a different paint. And it's I can't remember the name of it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, Andrew's right.
What?
Andrew just put a comment.
What did it book?
Emily goes to get the pink book. Yes, Merrily Ever After. That's another brilliant one. Yes, Merrily Ever After by Kathy Brownlee.
Your subscribers know you so well.
God, they're so scary. I love that. Andrea's the best. She bought me 2 great books for Christmas. I love them. She bought me Heidi Swain and she bought me a book that I've read already. I can't remember what. Yeah, she's just brilliant. I am halfway through Our Doris.
And just halfway through Our Doris. I finished that obviously at the weekend. Yeah, they know you.
We know you're. What's the next question then? Go on.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this has been. I think this is one that she said before. It says, "Has there been a book Charlie gave you that she really loved, but that you really hated?" Yeah, he said this. And did you tell her straight about it or lie about it? Emily wouldn't lie about it because we're so brutally honest with each other. Sometimes the ridiculousness. Like one of the things is that we are brutally honest with each other. Sometimes to the point of being offensive, but what you're like with your family. So yeah, we don't ever really hide stuff from each other. To my knowledge, I would not really, unless we're like Emily sometimes gets scared of me. This is what she'll tell you. But, but I am not scary. I don't think. But I do say what I think.
Can I tell you this? Right, there is me, Charlie, and our sister Vicky, who's not online, and Vicky is the youngest but the most feistiest, isn't she? In a lot of ways, she's very fiery. Charlie is I'm the chatterbox that moans a lot, moans quite a bit, and is very vocal. But apparently, according to the kids, the Chris and the kids, I'm the softest person going, and I don't shout.
Emily's the most sensitive.
Yeah, I'm definitely the most sensitive, and if I go quiet, that's when I'm really annoyed with you. If I don't talk to you, and then I'm annoyed at you. Whereas Charlie is quiet, but if you annoy her, you fucking run the other direction. She reminds me of my mum, our mum like that. If you annoy Charlie, you literally want to run the opposite direction for a mile away.
My husband thinks I'm like the Hulk. He says that like you won't like. What's he say? You won't like me when I'm that angry or something like that. But,
yeah.
Be careful of the babies in the family. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true.
God. Mia and Tom, oh my God, love the sister love. Oh yeah, we are like best friends. We are always. I can't lie to Charlie. Never been able to. Ever. I can't lie to her.
With Emily, I'm like the most protective of her as well. Like
she's more like the big sister, not me.
Emily is the eldest, but I'm always like, I am the most protective of her. Like I'm like her guard dog. Seriously.
Yeah.
I am actually like your guard dog. That's probably what I'd say. It's probably
no one goes near me.
Yeah. It's all right if we like annoy each other.
But Vicky's pretty like that, though, isn't she?
Sorry?
Vicky's like that. Me and Vicky fight like cat and dog, but if anyone upsets her, anyone upsets one of the other ones, she'll kill him.
Yeah.
Wasn't she the one that had to go at Chris once?
Yes. No, I did.
Yeah, you did as well.
I remember there was one guy that Emily dated from Leeds. What was his name? Ed.
Ed.
Emily dated a guy from Leeds, and I remember he annoyed me so much, and I was really.
He dumped me.
I had some words with him though. It's probably why he dumped you because we probably put you.
No, that was after you dumped me. You killed him. You literally went and shouted at him. Yeah.
Alice has said, pink books or chocolate? The ultimate favourite. Which is the ultimate favourite?
Chocolate. It's all coming out now.
Do you guys have any siblings that you're like? How are you? Do you have? Are you guys watching? Tell us about your siblings. Are you close with your siblings? If you want to talk to us about it, tell us. We'd love to hear.
Siblings are the best.
All your sibling gossip. So we've got some advice Excuse me.
Okay.
We've got some advice to give to somebody. You can help. Oh, there's someone else giving a. I've got another message just come up. My crush. Why doesn't my crush like me back? This is a question.
Know.
What were you
going to
say?
know.
I would say that it's. What you can say?
I would say that it was obviously not meant to be.
So different people like different things,
Exactly.
and you shouldn't take it personally. And that really, ultimately, you're an amazing person. So you've just got to try and find, like, there'll be other people out there that do like you. So you've just got to focus on how wonderful you are, and don't take it personally if your crush doesn't like you back.
Yes, exactly. Very good advice, Charlie.
More wonderful people out there that will love you back.
Oh, so Danny's just saying there's only a year and 2 weeks between me and my brother. So yeah, Charlie's a lot taller than me, and she's 2 years younger than me.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's like I said, Charlie's taller than me. She's 6 foot, aren't you, Charlie? And I'm 5'5" and a.
Even though I'm 6'1" and shrinking, I feel I'm definitely shrinking. Because
that's a good point. Actually, Thomas was asking how tall you are, Charlie.
Okay.
Because we reckon Thomas is going to be tall.
I'm 6'1", but and I used to be 6'1.5", but I'm not 6'1.5" anymore.
How tall is Richard?
6'3". Oscar's taller though. I have a child that's 6'4".
I need to tell Thomas this because Thomas is worrying about this. Thomas thinks he's going to be tall, and we wonder if he'll be as tall as you lot.
Yeah, I'm shrinking. See, and
I'm shrinking. I used to be 5'5.5". Now I'm 5'5".
Yeah, I'm sure I'm practically average height now.
You're perfect.
What's
any other questions?
The next question I've got, there's another anonymous one I've got to go check on the app for because I just saw it flash up on the screen. But it said is who you trying to get with? The question says who you try and get with. Who you trying to get with, Emily? So Emily has already answered this question. She's with her other half, Chris. How many years have you been with Chris for, Emily?
18 and a bit years.
Yes. And I have been with my husband since I was 17, which will tell you my age. And this year I would have been with him 24 years. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
This July. So yes, that is the answer to that.
I have one man and that is it.
It did say that something had come up, but
is there any questions that anyone's got? Danny, have you had a question? Because I remember you said you were going to send Charlie one. I don't know if you sent Charlie a question or.
I didn't see any questions from Danny. So if you have sent it, I'm sorry if I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
If anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll answer them.
Go and see a look on Insta and see if there's any that has appeared. And I'm just missing.
We'll probably stay online for another 15 minutes, then I'll have to get off because I need to.
I have got a funny quiz if we can do. There's a sibling quiz that we can do if you want.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes. Is that going to be long enough, Charlie?
I don't know. I can go and have a look. It's a quiz question that they can all answer. It's like it's a celebrity quiz, a celebrity sibling quiz. If you guys want to do that. Fun trivia, famous siblings. Okay, go on.
James just said, what booktuber would you like to feed to a shark? I'm not like that. There's no one I'd like to feed to a shark. Well, no one that I'm friends with now.
That shows you the tea people. There are people that don't piss off Emily because she's got some people in her mind that she that could be shark food. So no.
Okay. Well, Chris is saying carry on with the live. He's enjoying watching the program. Okay. Jem has a question. Jem has a question.
Maybe just a limb.
Maybe just a limb.
I'm not going to give names. Em's not going to give any names.
I'm not going to give any names.
Oh, look. Who's there? Prime just been married for 54 years this year. Well done, you. That's amazing.
That's lovely. No, I think Charlie knows me. I am friends with my friends, but if you piss me off, I will never forget.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys, you'll the longer you're on BookTube, it's like it's like real life. The longer you are anywhere, you make relationships with people, and then some people you stay like close with, and it's like anything. Some people you lose, and that's happened to me before as well. I've been like around here since 2018. Obviously, I was off for a few years, but it's nothing personal to anybody. Anyone I'm not friends with, there is no major drama with me. I don't think there's no major drama, is there? It's just-
Charlie's watching us. Chris is actually watching us.
Oh, we love Chris.
I just
So
have a
do
message,
you
Chris
guys
is actually
want to do
watching
a quiz? Everybody, do you guys want to do a sibling quiz? There's a celebrity sibling quiz. You can help me do it.
us. Oh, Andrew's just said, who would, what, well, hang on a minute, I've just had some questions in the comments. Who would
Okay,
you
that's fine.
ban from writing any more books?
Ooh.
Ooh.
There must be some good ones. I bet Gem and Alice would think of some good people to ban. from
Sue
writing more books.
Townsend, because The Woman Who Went to Bed for a Year was the first book I ever threw in the dustbin.
Book would I say? Who author? I'm not going to say anyone problematic because I'm just not going to say that. Because I don't want to give any of them
Feed
my
me to
my
the sharks
time.
for asking too many pink questions.
Don't feed me to a shark. No, Alice, we're not going to chuck you to the sharks. You're safe, Alice.
Jem is saying she's so happy that Charlie's back. Oh, that's so
Those are the
cool.
sweetest.
I banned Colleen Hoover. Oh, I've just been lent a Colleen Hoover book
I don't
actually.
ban
So.
anybody, but a few people I'd quite like to throw. Like, we should talk about some books you've thrown across the room. Like you said, that's always quite fun.
Yeah.
So, the Exhibitionist annoyed me. That was by Charlotte Mendelson. That was a Women's Prize one. That annoyed me. There was what's that book that everyone loves? Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers.
Yeah, I
end
end
of
of that
that-
because you didn't like that.
The end of that, I threw that book. That book pissed me off. The ending of that.
Okay, cool.
I couldn't
so-
read that, and I loved Adrian Mole. Bless you.
I
Easy
would
and
say that I threw The Woman Who Went to Bed for a Year in the bin.
Oh, did you?
I actually threw it was the only book I've ever thrown in the bin. I've got Sophie's World by Yossine Gardner, which I wanted to throw in the bin, but I didn't.
Oh yeah.
What? I hated that. Absolutely hated that. They're the two books
Bridges
I
of
know.
Madison County. Oh, bye bye, Mark. Thank you so
Bye-bye,
much for joining
Mark.
us today. It's been so lovely having you here.
So BC Andrews.
Alas, BC Andrews is not alive. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Bridges of Madison Country. I've never read that. I've just got so many
Never
books
read
I'm scared
I
by.
don't know who BC Andrews is. I've not heard of this author.
Oh, by the way, just to let you all know, I have officially unhauled Moby Dick
Yay!
because that was the book that I pulled out from the TBR jar and went, can't read that.
Bridges of Madison County. I've not read that one. That's another one I've not read. Should we do some quizzes?
Yeah, go on.
The Marx Brothers were perhaps the most movies in. The Marx Brothers were perhaps the movie industry's first famous family, but who was the eldest brother? I don't know how old this quiz is.
No idea that.
Is it Gummo, Groucho, Zeppo, or Chico? Who was the
Groucho.
eldest brother? Some of you guys might know this. You're watching, some of you, you might know. Who are we going to pick? Are we going to say? Who are we going to say? Oh, the story of the eye when Kieran encouraging the story of the eye when Kieran Katie Books encouraged people to read it as a classic.
No, thanks.
I've still not heard it. Right, I'm
Okay.
going to put one. Okay, next. Oh, no. What's it? Well, this isn't a good quiz, actually. I'm going to get a different quiz. I'm sorry. I thought this would be a fun quiz.
Sweeps decided to make an appearance, Alice.
She wanted to come in.
So she'll come actually over to the camera. Can you hear that? Sweeps here.
Don't worry.
Mia's gonna. There she is. There's Sweep, Alice.
Aw.
Mia, she's not in the camera now. There she is. There's her head.
Yeah, that's my head.
Okay, there's
Can't see
right.
that.
Right, there you go. Go away now. Take her away.
Anyway.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, there's pictures.
Oh,
You won't be able
Myra,
to see
look.
them.
What have you done?
Come on, you can jump. You can jump. You can jump. It's all right.
1 in 4 chance of kissing.
No.
Which Fanning sister is older, Dakota or Elle?
Dakota. The joy.
It says wrong. Dakota is 4 years old. Yeah, Dakota. Dakota
Yeah.
is 4 years older than Elle. Emily was right. It's Dakota Fanning.
I
She's
remember
old.
he's got to be right occasionally.
Which Hemsworth brother is the eldest? Chris, Liam, or Luke? Does any of you guys know the
Liam, I
Hemsworth
think.
brothers? Who is the eldest? Well, give them
Liam,
a
I
minute
think.
to answer. Does
I think
anyone
Chris
want
is
to
pretty
answer
sexy.
Chris is my favourite.
Yeah.
Oh no, it looks like I'm gonna say Luke.
Oh my
Is it
god,
Luke?
Harry always looked at the screen to see Sweep.
Aw.
Oh,
Thank you. I think it's Luke. I'm gonna go for
I
Luke.
think it's Liam.
Correct. It's Luke. It's Luke.
Oh.
Everybody, the Hemsworth. Luke is, but Chris is the yummiest. Who do
Yeah.
you think is the
Chris is
yummiest?
the yummiest.
Jem says he's yummy. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is the yummiest.
Yeah, Liam is hot as well. They're all pretty good looking.
Oh.
So anyway, here's Jaden and Willow Smith. Tap on the elder sibling. Surely this is Willow Smith. Willow Smith is elder.
Yeah.
Is elder than Jaden.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we agreeing with that?
Yeah.
Shall we see what everyone says, Emily?
I don't know.
Everybody, I'll wait for you.
So what's Jim saying no to?
I do not know what she's saying no to. Is she saying no to Chris is the yummiest? Chris is the yummiest. I'm sorry. He's Thor.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat Thor, can you? Right. Okay. I'm going to click on it. It's Willow, I'm sure. No. Oh,
Where's younger? Oh.
it's Jaden. Jaden is older.
Oh. Oh.
Who knew that? I listened to his memoir, so I should know that.
Hang on.
Jaden is 2 years older than Willow.
Oh, didn't know
I
that.
did not know that. I'm so rubbish.
Mm.
Willow is younger. I did not know that. Okay, what about Ariana and Frankie Grande? Who is the elder sibling?
I think
I'm
they're
gonna let them-
twins.
They're not twins, Emily.
I don't know. I don't know these famous people. I'm too old.
What do you do? I would.
I'd say.
I'd say
Ariana?
Frankie's older. It's
Frankie,
Frankie
yeah.
must be older. Out of the Ariana, out of the Grande siblings, I definitely think I'm going to be wrong again. It's going to be surely Frankie must be the eldest. I'll wait for your guys' answer.
This is interesting.
What? Waiting for
This
people's
is
answers.
weird. Well, who would have guessed
What?
that? I was
Emily,
gonna-
I took your siblings quiz. Well, do you guys like the Grandes? Okay, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to say it's Frankie. Correct. Frankie is 10 years older. Frankie is 10
His last one. Neither do I.
Frankie Grande, can you see? Frankie Grande is 10 years older.
See, these are
That is
like
old.
modern people. We don't know this.
Oh well. Oh, sorry. Which Williams sister is older, Venus or Serena? I bet you guys know this. This will
It's
probably be
Venus,
really
100%. It's 100% Venus.
awkward. Okay. I don't even know she had a sibling, but I'd steal Amelia's perfumes.
I've never seen Frankie Grande. Me neither, Alice. Not at all.
So you said it's Venus. You said Venus is the
Yeah.
eldest, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Emily's old. Emily knows her name. Oh, we got the Jonas Brothers. I've never
I
seen
know
Frankie
nothing about the
Grande.
Jonas Brothers.
Nope.
Alice got it wrong. Haha.
Emily, we don't say ha ha.
I'm allowed to be able to Alice occasionally.
No, not to Alice. We love Alice.
I do know.
Okay. Which Jonas brother is the eldest? Nick,
I've got no
Joe,
idea.
or Kevin?
I've got no idea.
Hmm. Well, it's not Joe, is it? It's got to be Nick. Is it Nick? Do you guys people? I sort of say I feel like you guys all know the Jonas Brothers, don't you? Emily, you know the Jonas Brothers.
I don't.
How do you not know the Jonas Brothers?
I told you
They're all
I'm
very
old.
good looking. Look, can you see?
I
They're
don't.
very
I
good
can't
looking.
see. Right, all right, maybe. I like Hugh Jackman.
I'm
I like
gonna
my men.
with- Kevin is 2 years older than Joe. Then
I like
Nick
my.
is,
I
Kevin
am
is 2
sorry.
years older than Joe. 5 years older than Nick, and 13 years older than Frankie. Frankie's a little baby person. They don't know who these people are. You guys, I know. You guys are going to know this one. This is the Kardashians. Okay, gotta go
I
for
do
the
know that one
Kardashians.
because me used to make me watch that.
Okay, then you got to say what your answer is. Which is the eldest sister in the Kar Jenner clan? Is it Kim, Courtney, Chloe, Kylie, or Kendall? And we'll give you a minute to
Can
think
I?
of your
Yeah, I'm
answer.
not going to say it then because I know
Give
this
him a
one.
second, Emily, before you say it.
Yeah, this
is
quiz
ma-
is making me feel
I'm
old,
sorry,
Jem.
That's
I know it.
okay. Go on then. Who
Courtney.
do you think it is?
Courtney.
Courtney?
100%.
That's correct. Courtney is 1 year older than Kim, 5 years older than Chloe, 16 years older than Kendall, and 18 years older than Kylie.
Told
I'm
you.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
And she's doing very well. And Alice, we're making us all feel old.
Do you want me to pick something else?
No,
to talk
no,
about?
carry on. How many more have we got?
There's a few on here. I'll ignore them. Because we've got the Knowles. What about do we know who is older, Beyonce or Solange?
Beyonce.
Yeah, I think that's right.
How do I even know about the Kardashians? That's Mia. Mia made me watch them.
Beyonce is 4 years older than Solange.
Yeah.
Talking siblings. Okay, I'll pick a different person. You keep talking.
And we don't do Charlie. We can't do another one, darling. So I've got. It's like
Okay.
we've been here on air an hour and 15 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. That's my fault.
I would do, but I have got. Tomorrow is Bags Books Day, and I have to chill
Yeah.
before I go to sleep.
That's all right.
Because sorry, guys, it's just because I've got this to read.
No, you're all right. You're fine.
But this, oh my god, this has been so much fun, and I think everyone's asked really quite good questions. What do you think, Charlie?
Yes, it's been amazing.
It's been so much fun, guys. Would you like me to do another live with Charlie? Because I would love to do another live with my sister. She is literally
I'm
my
gonna
bestie.
have quite a, I can't say anything, but we've got quite a few lives. Me and Jem and Alice have got quite a few lives coming up. I'm
Oh,
sure,
have
so.
you? Oh. Bye-bye. Charlotte Bronte, Emily Bronte, or Anne Bronte. Easy, I know that one. It's
Charlotte's the eldest, no?
Charlotte's the eldest. Shannon's the one.
Yeah,
Oh,
well
Jem
done,
just
Emily.
saying
Hitting the big
congratulations
one,
on
eh?
big one. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, please. Apparently, there's lots of people saying that they want for more Charlie. Yes, I vote for more Charlie.
Well, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you.
By the way, guys, Charlie has just reached her 800.
Yeah, but don't say that because it will vanish away again.
Anne is the youngest, yes.
Yeah.
And Bronte is the youngest. But yes, Charlie, would you like to do more lives with your big sister?
100%. I will come along and do more Yaya lives. If you will have me, I will come along and join you.
Oh, Alice, thank
And I will
you.
try and find a better quiz.
Are you doing things for Women's Prize, Charlie? Actually, that would be quite good. Are you going to do things for Women's
Ooh,
Prize?
maybe.
Ooh.
You can ask your little waffles about that.
I'm guessing that you're going to be doing something with
saying
Alice and Jem
nothing.
then.
You will find out. You guys can waffle away on your waffles.
Is that something
But for
Charlie's going to
now,
tell me when I
all
speak
I'm
to
saying is watch out, because in the middle of February there may be an announcement.
her? Oh, exciting! But I actually, you know, the book, you lot were obviously watching Alice and Jem's BookTube prize books. They're not that many. There's some good books in it, but there's not as many books as I expected that were going to be in it. That were
I've
good.
got the list because I printed it because I'm a list ticker and this is what I do.
But Jem, did you know that the book in your group is the book you got me for Christmas?
There's nobody watching. No one's going to say anything.
But,
I
yeah,
haven't said
Jem,
anything about anything. I haven't said anything. People have said things and I haven't said anything. I've literally
No.
said nothing.
but Charlie is
Nobody knows
amazing. I'm going to ask her tomorrow because you're back. Are you back at the
No,
library
I'm
tomorrow,
not saying.
Charlie?
I'm not saying anything you want to ask. You ask your girlies. I've not
Okay.
said nothing. I will literally.
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. Jem's got the book that she got me for Christmas, so I'm going to have to read that soon. I might add that to my. Oh, it can't be added to my February or March. It can because I've already got my February and March list. I'll have to read it when you guys have already read it because I'll have to read it in April. Take my because I've got my TBRs for March is already decided, haven't they, Charlie?
Yes.
Apparently Angie's a spy.
And Alice said her lips are sealed. So are mine. Don't worry.
Oh,
I will not say anything. I
I'll
promise.
crack them. I can crack those girls.
Well, you can talk about it on your little group together, but everyone
Are
on
you at the
here,
library tomorrow, Charlie?
I can't
You're
because
back-
I'm still testing positive. I don't want to make anyone sick.
Oh, I can get you your books tomorrow though. I'm going to get Charlie 2 Charles Dickens books tomorrow because she loves me.
I'm like faintly positive, so hopefully I'm going out Friday, so I want to be negative for Friday.
Yeah, Angie's TBR is going to explode. She picked non-fiction. She's nuts.
No, you guys. No, I'm feeling loads better, Alice. Honestly, like
Yeah.
you can see, like I am loads better. I can move around now without like feeling so wobbly. So I am loads better.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was a lot poorly
Yeah,
last
you
week.
I was very poorly. I didn't feel very well last week.
Oh,
you
everyone's
got
saying
me
get
on.
well, Charlie.
Oh, you're lovely.
She is the
No,
best.
honestly, I'm fine. Like seriously, I am fine.
Oh,
It
okay,
takes
my
it
phone
takes a
battery's
little
going
bit
to
of
die.
energy out. Oh yeah, you've got to go. But no, thank you guys so much. Thank you,
Yes.
Emily. Congratulations, Emily, for hitting the big 1K. And thank you for everyone who asked the questions, even the funny ones and the silly ones. We still loved all of them.
I will link Charlie's channel in the descriptions down below when I get off this, because I can't work out how to do it when I'm in the description box, but I'll be linking Charlie's channel down below.
If they don't know
And
it by
anyone
now,
that's
they're not
watching
gonna-
it afterwards, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, and if you're not subscribed to Charlie, ring on our dingalings.
Ring on your ding-a-ling.
Ring on everyone, ring on all our people's dingalings, and I love you all. And big thank you, especially to my Book Waffle girls, because I love my besties. Love you all. And Andrea, love you too. Everyone, love you all. Bye bye, everyone. Bye, Charlie. You stay on one and we go in the after studio bit. Okay, love you all. Bye.